What's up, internet? Welcome to Video Game Hunting. Starting this morning off with a big 0 so far, or a heart for you guys. Weird. Hesitated. I don't know if I even filmed it, but hesitated on a stack of graded comic books. The only one of which was that I noticed was like an Amazing Spider-Man. I don't know anything about comic books. Decided to walk around one more time, and they were gone by the time I got back. So I'm assuming they must have been a pretty good deal. I don't know. Or it was just a collector. Who knows? It's always hard to tell. Xbox 360 with a 500 gigabyte hard drive. That was too expensive. And aside from that, didn't really see much. Used Wii condom on the ground. Gross. Totally forgot about this sale. Ended up over here by accident because there just happened to be someone who listed their sale individually on Yard Sale Treasure Map. And I get over here and I'm starting seeing signs everywhere. I'm just like, Jesus, there's a lot of sales over here. So I'm going around. Hit like 4 or 5 sales, and then I run across Unknown Video Game Hunter, and he says, "Oh, I've hit everything already." And I'm just like, damn. And of course, I don't know if I was even filming properly to show you what he got, which is a spoiler for his video if he makes one. But all we got in this entire place for $4, Viva Pinata and Namco Museum Virtual Arcade, which used to be worth it. I don't know if it still is, but yeah. For anybody that watched last week's episode, you'd like to know that my luck has realigned and is back to bad, because I have had the last 30 minutes of my life wasted arbitrarily. Once, between trying to take a left on the turnpike and the light legitimately does not turn. I think it must be a broken light or something, and I'm stuck behind. I'm like wedged between a pest control vehicle and someone behind me. Eventually the person behind me was just like, fuck this, and left and peeled out, and I was finally able to get out of there. And it was just like another 15 minutes in the Dunkin' Donuts line. So the last 30 minutes of my life completely gone. It makes sense.
And then spawn. Oh, this is the wizard.
Yeah.
You want to look these up?
Got a bunch of these little guys.
Oh yeah, I still got a whole bunch of more. Yep.
He is, right?
Yep.
Hustler.
Este aquí lo tengo 5 pesitos. Yep.
Alright, let's go over everything I was able to get from, well, mostly Sam. Like you saw before with the garage sales, got these 2 Xbox 360 games. The rest of what I found today was all from Sam, who was finally returned to the flea market. We got the box for Pokemon Stadium. It is in rough condition, but he basically just threw it in with the other stuff I bought. So absolutely great deal. I'll eventually upgrade from this because, come on, it's about as rough as you could imagine. Did have the manual. I wonder why we say manuals when, since the dawn of time, they've been called instruction booklets. But I always end up calling them manuals. When I search them on eBay, I call them manuals. I don't know. Anyway, the instruction booklet for Pokemon Stadium 2. A Super Meat Boy Forever Switch controller. I realized how off-center I am. That's the way I'm filming this. Brand new, sealed. Probably gonna resell that. I've never played Super Meat Boy, and it doesn't look like the type of game for me. So, the next 2 items, I'm actually gonna be opening, because this is, I don't know what to do. Unless I were to sell it like this, which I wouldn't even know what to call it, because I don't know what store it's from. Two great games, one low price. Tank Beat and SNK versus Capcom Card Fighters DS. Now, let me know in the comments below if you know anything about this game as I open it. I have the Neo Geo Pocket version. Is this just a port? Because under my new collecting rules, I wouldn't really be keeping both of them. I'm not sure which one I would get rid of. But if it's a completely different game or like some significant difference, then I'd probably hold on to both. Alright. Very difficult to open on camera. Everybody's screaming out like, no, don't destroy the package. No, who cares? This is probably like from Costco or something. And the games inside are, of course, stuck in some way. Interesting. Alright. Yeah, see, I wouldn't even... I don't know if I would even ever consider that a legit seal. Like, I wonder if this is, like, sealed from Costco or Sam's Club, whoever had these, or if that's, like, supposed to be legit. Because it looks really sketchy on this side, and the Y-fold just doesn't exist on this side. It exists on these, but I don't think it's supposed to. And considering these are two different companies, I believe, SNK and whatever 03 whatever entertainment made this, and this one has Y-folds, you know, so who knows, maybe this one's, you know, sealed. They put a sticker over the barcode. I'm not sure if I'm going to open these. I probably will. Even Tank Beat looks kind of interesting. It's got some anime stylings. Who knows? I'll probably look up some gameplay, see if it's anything that I'd be interested in. Card Fighters DS really does seem like something that's up my alley because I do like card games. I just don't ever take the time to play them anymore. Speaking of card games, getting this garbage out of the way, we also bought a pack of, what is this set called? Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. And let's readjust this so it's a little bit easier. I'm going to open this because I'm not going to just sell a pack. The only reason I bought it was to open it. This is a collector booster, which I'm not 100% sure what the hell is. I looked up, and by looked up I mean I read the back that describes what's in here. Apparently it's a whole bunch of foils. To be honest, I don't know what's even in this set. So we'll find out together. And for anybody that knows Magic the Gathering, they're probably going to be looking at this and being like, oh my god, you cracked like this amazing card. Or like I'll be looking at something like maybe it's worth it and it's not. I have no clue. I'm going to have to look these all up. I'm not going to know just by looking at them. Okay, we have a full art card of some sort. Oh, is this a token? Yeah, it's a spirit token. Cards are backwards. It's weird. Oh, spirit token on one side. Pilot token? Interesting. It's not a human pilot, it's just a pilot. Alright, so we have Tamio's Safekeeping, Automated Artificer, Dokuchi Silencer, Upriser Renegade, and Tales of Master Sashiro. I don't know what this is. Oh, is this the planes? I've only seen these on Magic Online, so I've never seen them in real life. That's interesting. Jukai Trainee, Peerless Samurai, Prosperous Thief, Coiling Stalker. We got some rares here. I didn't get any Planeswalkers, which I was really looking for. Light Paws, Emperor's Voice, Drum Bellower, Tameshi Reality Architect, Tameshi Reality Architect again, and March of Swirling Mist. Yeah. All right, let's take a look at what I got at the flea market. Totally forgot to film anything of relevance. I think my only clip is of a Switch that I was never going to buy. Weird. For my son, along the lines of all the other Mario plush he has, got a Goomba for his Luigi and his Yoshi to stomp out. A couple of PS1 games for the collection. I recently went through the entire list of PS1 games that exists, North American releases only, and made a list of the games I actually want for my collection, and both of these are on there. We got Contender, which is on there because I had this game back in the day. For some reason, this was one that I purchased, or I convinced my mom to purchase. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But I had fun with it. I remember specifically reading the manual and being like, oh man, it's like kind of like a RPG with the way you have to build your boxer up and whatever. I don't know. Wanted to have it for the collection because I do have a history with the game. And then Battle Arena Toshinden with the jewel case. This was usually a long box. This was a not for resale release that I think was like a pack-in with a system or something like that. Not 100% sure on that. From the guy that I got a ton of graphic novels from, or trade paperbacks, I guess. Every time I buy from him, he gives me the same story, not realizing that I am the guy that has been purchasing all of his stuff. He's just like, oh man, months ago I had a whole table full of this stuff, and it's just like, yep, that was me. I bought that stuff. This is like the third or fourth time that I bought from him and heard the story. We got Challengers of the Unknown, Volume 1. This is about a $26 book on Amazon. And these two I get mixed up. Both of them are above 30. But they're above 30, but there are FBA sellers that are like reaching for the moon with like 60 plus that I'm probably not gonna bother listing them at. And then 2 Switch games. I wish I'd filmed for this because what the guy said was kind of funny, to me at least. He had 3 Switch games. I bought 2 of them. The other one that he had was Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And I asked him how much he had on the Switch games, and he's just like, well, this Mario one's more because, well, it's worth more. And I was just like, this game's been $20. $20 or less everywhere for probably the last 4 years. The game ain't worth shit, unfortunately. But we got Ice Age Scrat's Nutty Adventure, which I didn't know was on the Switch. I've never heard of this game. It doesn't go for much, like 18. And New Super Lucky's Tale, which I knew had some value because I think I just sold this recently, either on Amazon or on eBay. And it's like a $30+ game. Yeah, a sleepy baby back there. So I'm gonna be heading into the thrift store and Game Exchange and a Walmart and probably a Goodwill. Wow, more than I thought. But I kind of value him getting a good nap a little bit more. So we're gonna wait for a bit. Yeah, I guess that's just the way it goes when you go game hunting with your son and it's his nap time. So it's a good thing we already have this ordered, or else we'd get to be disappointed, because I'm filming this on October 17th, and this is already on their shelves, and it's not supposed to be out until tomorrow. Unfortunately, I handed it to the kid, so he's probably not going to give it back without a fuss. Not finding much of the clearance that everybody else is at Walmart right now, other than Xbox garbage. $4 for a Madden game. Like nothing for Switch, of course. The only console that matters. I said it. Come at me in the comments, I guess. So GameStop clearance still alive and well. They had some Switch games there. I should have filmed it, but they were all in like the $15 to $20 something range after the 50% off. But these 2 games I paid $4.23 total for. Astrobot, which I hear is like one of the best PlayStation VR games, and Doom 3 VR edition. Brand new sealed on that one. Do I have a VR? Will I ever get a VR? Hell no. But for games that cheap, I'm not going to leave them behind. Alright, attempted to pick up 2 DS games. Only had Animal Crossing Wild World in stock for $13. Gonna make like $7 on it, selling it on Amazon. The other one, Gunpei, it felt like I was at my thrift store again, where they're just like, oh, I can't find it. That's my luck. Or GameStop clearance, $9 after taxes. Really wish I hadn't bought a bunch of these when I'd see them, because I don't know, like the putty type enemies and stuff like always seem to be hard to get, but not lately. Another Tenga warrior. All right. So, yet another case of, had the cases, didn't have the discs. And also one of the discs was just absolutely fucked, beyond belief. Scratched all on the back, top scratches. Disgusting that they even tried to sell it, kinda. That was the Need for Speed Underground. I don't think I showed all this stuff. But we did get Street Fighter Cross Tekken for the PS3. If I don't have this, I'm probably keeping it. I had this back in the day for the 360, and it was kind of fun. This sealed Lego set with a jacked up box. Senate Commando Troopers goes for like 40 plus, I think. A PSP 3000, which, you know, I never even checked to see if it turned on. I don't know, has no charge, but I've had pretty good luck with these. And then a pair of manga that I shouldn't have bought, but my Scout IQ app lied to me on value. The first one I scanned for like 50 plus profit, and really the book goes for like $15. That's the risk you take with some of these things. You just trust technology, and it kind of screws you sometimes. All right, rant avoided. Very close to not having all the discs. Trap Team was in question, whether they had it. Picked up a few miscellaneous items, some mints. Really like that tin, so, and I like sour mints. And this pin, I've been getting pins lately. When I worked Retro World Expo, my bag had a whole bunch of pins on it, and this is going to be one that is added to that. A few games for the collection. Random ones that, honestly, I picked this one up because it sounds like something I'll play eventually in like 30 years. SSX Blur, I like that series. $3 is what I would have paid for it at a thrift store. Star Wars Battlefront Elite, got ahead of myself. Renegade Squadron. This was actually the pack-in that I had with my PSP, because I had the Darth Vader edition back in the day, and it's actually pretty fun. First time I've actually seen it in the case. It came in like a little sleeve back then. Once again, got ahead of myself. Battlefront Elite Squadron. This is the DS version, which I've never played and never actually considered, but I figure kind of have a theme there. Running Wild, played the demo back in the day. It was fun. It's like a weird slower paced racing game because they're running and they're all anthropomorphic animals. And then the rest is all for profit / to make the rest free and make a little bit. We got Rise of the Tomb Raider Celebration, $9 there. I think it goes for like 30 on Amazon. Skylanders Trap Team. Too bad it's not Imaginators. I know on eBay this goes for about 40. I think on Amazon it's spiked a little bit, like closer to 70 or 80. And I think the same thing for Deadpool, which also on Amazon goes for like 60 to 70, something like that. And this one was $18. So easily gonna make my money back and make a little bit more. Second clip from this parking lot, I just wanted to mention, today happens to be my birthday. And this isn't like a plea for birthday wishes, because honestly, I hate my birthday. I don't want to get any older. I feel old as shit already. But I will give you this piece of advice. I feel like, at least the last couple of years, when I game hunt on my birthday, there's like a little bit of extra luck in the air for me. Now, I'm usually not that superstitious. But I know last year I think I found some sort of PS1 game at a Goodwill that never has PS1 games, stuff like that. So I feel like these PS4 games blessing me with a pretty free trip to Game Exchange is pretty cool. I mean, compared to the rest of the week, anything would be cool.
Here we don't have either one of these.
Okay.
So 33.
Honestly, it doesn't even faze me anymore. All right, before we get to my last pickups of this week, let's take a look at a word from our sponsors.
It hurts. I can real life story this, like, because I also had like a lot of ear infections as a children.
As a children?
Yes, as multiple children. You know, my former life as multiple children. Because
until you formed one man.
Yes, until we all
like you Voltron together.
Yeah.
I
was 5 kids into
Bill
one.
and Ted
You're just like, form legs and body, form arms, and I'll form the head.
I mean, it makes sense why I'm so fat, right?
You're a lot of kids.
There's just a lot of bones in there. I'm big boned. I'm not big boned. I'm a lot of boned.
Oh
So
my God.
Keith, when you go to the emergency room and they take an X-ray, and the nurse is like, "Why do you have so many children's skulls inside of you?"
I tell her to mind her own business. Or I tell her, "Don't worry, they're not broken. It's fine." Focus on the things that are wrong, not the things that are right. So,
Hey, you're still here. Great. Cool. Appreciate that. In the store behind me, picked up a few items, some non-video games. Some Marvel Legends. I usually don't mess with these, but they were cheap. I paid $10 total for the two of these. We got Wasp from Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel with the cat, which is key because that's the cooler one. At least the way I look at it. And then, ooh, this one was awesome. It's missing the headdress, which really makes him look like Mumra, but I got Mumra from Thundercats from 1985. I like that their action is always the same because he's the same as Panthro here. And then a couple of DS and 3DS games. We got Naruto, Path of the Ninja, complete. New Super Mario Bros. I was about to say Wii, but it's the original. And Pokemon Y. And I paid 20 for Pokemon Y and then 10 each for the other two. And let's unearth our flea market finds really quick. Basically had to race Gamers Manuel to these games. It was funny because there's one vendor that always seems to have everything that's relevant there. And Manny was walking like away from the guy as he put these out, and I was like a booth across from him, and I bolted because I saw and heard that good cartridge clang, clatter, whatever you want to call it. Now I feel like we kind of screwed ourselves a little bit. Well, not really, because the guy did write prices on these. So I guess based on his prices, he didn't give us too bad of a deal, but we're usually paying like at most like $5-10 a game from this vendor. And for these 4 N64 games, I ended up paying $65. So got Diddy Kong Racing, GoldenEye 007, and 2 copies of Mario Kart 64. I'm not going to tell you what Manny got because that'd be a spoiler for his video, which is probably going to come out later than this one, I imagine. But yeah, pretty good week of video game hunting. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye. This is one of those toys I wish Carter was a little bit older for. Hi, Mama. Daddy's not moving quick enough. Where are we going? Mumra, the ever living.